Hi! Hello everyone! Welcome to Zen Mondays! It is the first Monday in February. I feel like already this year. It's going by fast. It's not flying, but I have been very conscious of how I use my time. So let's wait a couple of minutes as everybody is joining in on this brand new Zen Mondays. My name is Stephanie Verschow. I am a certified coach, a motivational speaker, and energy healer. So I have decided I do what I love. I work with what I love, what brings me joy. I spent about 15 years or so, a little bit less, definitely over a decade in corporate America. And for the past year, I started my own business as a coach. I went to school, I got certified, and I've been doing these Zen Mondays for a while. They started on Sundays, and they were called Zen Sundays, and now they've migrated to Zen Mondays. So it is 20 minutes, I'm just checking my phone, 20 minutes of all the tools and tips and any kind of empowerment things that I work with my coaching clients, but I bring to you live every Monday at 7:30. 20 minutes of sharing tools, doing a meditation, and really getting you ready to start the week feeling really good about yourself. So instead of feeling sometimes Monday comes and we're already feeling like, it's Monday, what are we gonna do? Or feeling all kinds of resistance. This Zen Mondays is all about making you feel good. It's 20 minutes all to yourself, to self-care, to self-indulge, to feel centered and really conquer the week feeling really good. So welcome again, get cozy. Let me turn this down and let's get started for this brand new episode. So today's episode, hi Bex, hello my loves. We're just getting started, so you guys are joining in the right time. Today's episode is all about resistance. And it was funny because yesterday I was thinking about what am I going to talk about, what's really a topic that I either hear a lot from my coaching clients or something that I'm currently working on. And I met a good friend, we went to coaching school together, but I met her for brunch yesterday, and she was telling me about how she's trying to figure out what's going to be her coaching niche, like what's going to be her focus. And as we're talking about it, I don't want to get into too many details, as it was, I guess, kind of private, but as we're in that conversation, her eyes just lit up. And she was like, I've been feeling so much resistance about this particular topic that she wants, or niche that she wants to focus on. And now, as I guess she was like calling it out, but also realizing that resistance isn't necessarily a bad thing. So as soon as she heard that, first of all, like I got goosebumps, but then I realized I'm going to talk about resistance. I've talked about it a couple times in the Zen Mondays episode, but today's going to be a little bit of a new perspective and a different angle to share with you guys. So let's jump right in, all about resistance. So resistance begins the moment you wake up in the morning, you hear your alarm clock goes off and you're like, turn it off. You hit the snooze button and you go back to bed. You already started the day by resisting the alarm clock and knowing that eventually you have to wake up and you have to get out of bed and go to work and whatever other things. Yes, give me some hearts, or if you guys have experienced this, like that's resistance. Resistance is also, let's say you are going to lunch, you're having lunch, and you can either have a burger or you have a salad, and you want to have the burger, so you're already resisting having the salad, and it's already resistance. So the way I like to think about resistance is a tool that our minds have that basically anything that doesn't bring us immediate gratification, immediate happiness, immediate just like joy, we resist. The problem with resistance, though, that some things take time to feel good. Like not all things are immediate. So if you're starting on a journey to lose weight, if you're starting on a journey of you're thinking about starting your own business, whatever it is, immediately you're not going to feel the results, because some things, as we know, most of things that are worth take time. But if it's not within that immediate gratification, we're going to resist it, because we've programmed our minds to say, unless it's immediately and it feels good, I don't want it. Are you following me? Can you relate? Like, we're such a society and a culture that if it's not immediate joy, immediate self-gratification or satisfaction, we don't want it, thus resisting. So that's what I'm going to talk about, resistance. And thank you, Charlie. If we're not feeling that, so now that we know resistance, what are steps in order for us to beat that resistance? And we're all always going to experience resistance. Like, I can guarantee you, Oprah has experienced resistance, Beyonce, like, all humans experience resistance. The difference between them, I guess, and us, if we're in that journey of learning about resistance, is that they know that it's coming and they don't resist it, or they've reprogrammed their minds to say, when I experience resistance, like, what can I do about it? Instead of preventing me from taking action when I'm experiencing resistance is uncomfortable, right? Like, who has ever experienced resistance and they're like, great, I am resistance? No, resistance sucks. But resistance is like air. Resistance just comes with being a human. So today I want to share with you guys, I think it's 3 or 4 steps. I was taking notes because I was so inspired. I was like channeling all this knowledge before I started Zen Mondays on what can you do if you're experiencing resistance. So let's get started. The first thing when you begin, yes, and if you're in this right now live, sign up for my Revisit Your Zen newsletters. I send it out every Wednesday, and you will get really a summary of everything I talked about on Mondays. That way you can just fully pay attention. And before I continue, I am doing a freebie February. So every Zen Mondays, if you comment on it and then you sign up for the Revisit Your Zen newsletters, you will get an energy clearing from me. So it's a 20-minute session where I'm going to help you align your chakras, clear your energy. So if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling toxic, we're going to clear all that out and get you ready to really conquer your goals. So I'm doing a free session every single week for the month of February. So join in, spread the word, and let's all zen out. Okay, so let's continue. First step if you have a goal in mind, so think about that goal. Think about something you've been wanting to do, but you haven't been taking action because you've experienced resistance. So I'll give you a couple of seconds. I'll use let me think of an example. I'll use the example of feeling stuck at work. So feeling stuck in your career, and especially because I specialize in working with professionals that are feeling stuck and getting them unstuck and finding their drive. So let's say the goal that you have is finding a career, getting unstuck and finding that career. It could be losing weight. It could be finding your soulmate, starting a business, whatever it is. So first step is, what's your goal and why is that a goal that you want? And I'll tie it loop later on why it's important to know your why. So think about that goal in the example of wanting to feel unstuck. The why could be anything to, I want to find a career that's fulfilling. I want to find a job where I feel like I'm helping towards the greater good. I want to feel a job that brings me happiness. I want to feel unstuck because I want to feel aligned with my purpose. It could be any of those things, right? So for everybody that's joining in, welcome, welcome. So now that you found your goal and your why, that's going to be the foundation on conquering that resistance. This is so good. Okay, so step 1, bring in awareness. So many of you that are currently listening right now, I'm live on both Instagram and Facebook, you might be even thinking right now, wow, I had never even considered resistance. I experience it, I'm aware of it, I'm familiar with the feeling of resistance, but I had never really realized that it's called something and there's a reason for being resistance. So first in this step, bring that awareness. So for the next, I would say 2 days, You want to make it easy. Whatever around that goal that you have, be aware and observe where that resistance is coming from. So if your goal again is to get unstuck and find a job in a career that you love and you're currently feeling stuck because you don't know what that is, bring awareness for the next couple days. Where are you experiencing the resistance? When it comes up, when you're feeling resistant, for example, hey, let me search what other jobs are out there. Let me Google and see, hey, just taking the first step. When is that resistance coming up? And when it comes up, what do you do about it? Do you complain about it? Are you right away like texting your best friend, oh, I hate my job. I feel so stuck. I cannot stand it. Or do you I wonder, why am I feeling stuck? Like, what does this mean? So again, observing and what is it coming up to you? So once you are aware, so you do that for a couple of days, then the second step is to change those thoughts. So in the example of feeling stuck in your job, or maybe if you're trying to lose weight, so let's say you constantly find yourself complaining about it. You're venting, you're bitching, you're like enlisting people to help you realize that what you're experiencing, it's okay. So right away, you want to change those thoughts. So instead of thinking like, I'm never going to find a job that I love, I'm always going to be stuck in the career, flip it. It's easy for me to find a job. I get unstuck every time I want to. Feeling unstuck is the easiest thing I could ever do. So do you know what I mean? Anything that if it comes to weight, it's so hard for me to lose weight. And then let's say on top of that, you have medical proof that it's hard for you to lose weight. I can never lose weight. My doctor told me it's impossible to lose weight. I'm always going to be this way. It's so hard for me to lose fat. You flip it. Even if it's not true, you flip it. It's so easy for me to lose weight. I lose weight and it's so fun to lose weight. Anything that's opposite of what you're currently telling yourself, you're changing your thoughts, you're changing your beliefs. Step 2. Now, if we go ahead to step 3. Step 3, you're going to create mini goals and you're going to be consistent. So what resistance is so good about doing is you have a goal and you're like, okay, I want to find a new job. So Saturday, I'm going to set an hour, go to Starbucks, bring my laptop, and I'm going to go look for jobs. Great, you're so excited, you're good. Come Saturday, you sleep in, then you wake up and you're like, ugh, I'm really never going to find a job. Why am I even going to look for a job? Jobs like this don't exist. Completely the accountability of like waking up and going for it and going to Starbucks or whatever, immediately you talk yourself out of it. This is the stupidest thing I thought about. I'd rather sleep in, let me watch a movie, let me just start day drinking, whatever your thing is, and you don't follow through. So step 3 with your resistance is you're going to create a mini goal. So in the case of finding a job and getting unstuck, okay, you know what? The first mini goal towards that doesn't really intimidate me is to research. Why do people feel stuck? What would a job where I would feel unstuck feel like? What can I do about it? Okay, I'm holding myself accountable 3 times a week for 20 minutes. I'm just gonna look it up online. You're gonna bring your calendar, mark it up, 20 minutes in the next week. That day's gonna come when it's your turn to be accountable. You're not going to wanna do it. It doesn't matter. You're going to do it regardless. You're going to say, all right, Steph, all right, Bex, it's 20 minutes. I'm going to get it done. Even if in those 20 minutes, you don't do anything. Because what that does, 2 things. When you create a mini goal, first of all, it breaks down the huge accountability, like the huge goal where it's like finding a new job where it's almost impossible. Or the huge goal of like, I have to lose 50 pounds. Oh my gosh, it's impossible and it's super intimidating. So you're like, okay, I don't have to lose 50 pounds. I just have to figure out ways where I can make losing weight easier. I just have to figure out a way of how do I feel unstuck? So 1, you lose that intimidation of such a big goal that's super overwhelming. And 2, you are consistent. Every time you do something that you say you're going to do, you're going to build self-confidence. And what that does, you tell your mind little by little, hey, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So even if that first time you didn't end up doing anything, you sat down, even if you stared at the computer screen for 20 minutes, but you did what you said you were going to do. So step 3 was create those mini goals. Step 4 is getting ahead and knowing that resistance is going to show up. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. I will let you know all my lipstick tricks after being 20 years in corporate America and beauty. So step 4 is knowing that resistance is going to happen. So you're not thinking, I'm not going to be resistant. I'm going to conquer this resistance. No, you know that next thing you're going to feel resistance. But once you know it's there, you almost get ahead of it. You can always make it a game. So how can you have fun with resistance? Resistance is going to show up. Hey, I got you. I'm bigger than you. Hey, I got you. I'm going to be consistent. Hey, I'm not scared of resistance, because I know that even though I feel resistance in this very moment, I know that I'm taking action towards that goal. Otherwise, you allow resistance to win, and that goal that you're so focused on takes a step back. Oh, that sucks. Can you guys hear me? Thank you for letting me know, Ash. I hope that everybody else can hear me. We're all good. Things are falling down. Okay, let me know if you can hear me. If not, I will look into it. But as I continue, so know that resistance is going to show up. Know that resistance is something that you're never going to be able to not feel, but it's something that you're comfortable experiencing. Step 5, rinse and repeat. So, okay, you can hear me, Leslie. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, Ash, I don't know why. Maybe turn it up a little bit, but thank you for tuning in. Okay, so step 5, rinse and repeat. So every time you have a goal in mind, know that you're going to experience that resistance, and you have these 4 steps that you're going to do every single time. What this does, you guys, is it's going to make it so much easier every time you experience resistance. Instead of ignoring it, or instead of feeling overwhelmed because it's so hard to take action, you just say, okay, resistance is normal. Resistance means that I'm working towards something I'm super excited about. Resistance means that it's going to get me closer to that goal. So in my post where I was promoting earlier, my Zen Sundays, I mentioned something about pushing towards a goal to make it happen versus resisting. So what's the difference if you have a goal in mind? So again, the goal is to, we can do the same goal. The goal is to find a new job. So you're feeling stuck in your career and you want to find a new job. If you push towards getting a new job, you're most likely gonna get those results. So pushing meaning, I'm gonna update my resume, I'm gonna send it to every single person I know, I'm going to update my LinkedIn, I'm gonna call every single recruiter that I know, I'm gonna talk to HR, I'm gonna do everything in my power, and I'm gonna get that job. That is very much a way, and it's a way that all I knew for about 12 years of my career, where I pushed until whatever I wanted to happen happened. So that's a way of doing things. That's different than resistance, because when you push, you rarely feel good in that process. So if anybody can relate, give me some hearts, give me some poop emojis, whatever it feels like. So when you're pushing towards a goal, you can make it happen, but you are miserable every single step of the process. You are uncomfortable. You are just like, why am I doing this? But you're pushing, even if it means you're not sleeping, even if it means you are hating your life, you're in agony, you're going to make it happen. Fine. I did that. It doesn't work, because ultimately when you get to that goal, let's say you find that job, you're exhausted, you're resentful, you're tired. You've basically drained your energy because you've used every single thing in your power to make this happen. The difference between pushing and resisting, because they have similar things, but it's completely different. Resistance, at the beginning, it's going to feel hard. Resisting something, it's almost going to feel like you're pushing through something. The difference is, if you stick through it, almost think of it like a bridge. You're pushing, you're crossing that bridge, you're pushing, you're resisting, you're crossing. Once you cross that bridge and you get to the other side, whew, you're like, this feels so good. I am so happy I stuck it through. I'm going to find that job. It's going to be amazing. Like, you are aligned. You're in the flow. If you're losing weight and let's say a couple days went by and it were really hard and then day 4, you're like, yes, losing weight is easier. Like, that energy is going to give you, it's going to give you fuel to continue moving forward until that goal becomes a reality. So the resistance is going to be at the beginning, and then as you continue in that journey, you're going to be like getting refueled by it, and that's going to allow you to, when you get to that goal, you're going to be like, yes, I did it. Let's get started. Let's continue. So it's like, do you feel my energy as I'm talking about it? Like, you feel higher and brighter and energetic and like you're going. Versus pushing, you're going to push and you're going to burn. You're going to push, you're going to burn. You're going to push, you're going to burn. You get to the goal and you're like, this was so not worth it. This sucks. Do you see the difference between pushing and resisting? Any questions as we continue? I want to do a meditation to get in touch with our resistance and also welcome our resistance and not push it and not be afraid of it, not be intimidated. Okay, so let's continue to the second part and do our meditation. Let me find a song. Here we go. So get comfortable. It's going to be a few minutes, but you are going to feel so good. So close your eyes and take a deep breath as we continue and enjoy this meditation. Release, exhale. Take another breath, inhale and exhale and let it all go. Let go of any heaviness of your day. Let go of any feelings that no longer serve you. Anything that's feeling that it's holding you back. And gently focus your eyes on that middle section in between your eyebrows. Continue breathing and focusing in between your eyebrows. Gently focus, don't strain anything, but just embrace that energy that is coming from your third eye chakra. As you gently focus on that, feel an energizing flow just going through your body, starting in your head, moving down your shoulders and your neck, continuing flowing down your chest and your stomach. And every single breath that you take, as you continue scanning down every area of your body, you feel any stress or anxiety just easily melt away. Every breath, that anxiety melts, that heaviness goes away, and you're feeling lighter, stronger, and aligned with yourself and your heart. As you continue breathing, start noticing where in your body, in your mind, you're feeling resistant. Think about any particular goals that you have, that you want to accomplish, that you know you are meant to accomplish, but they feel uncomfortable, overwhelming, and you're resisting taking a step towards that goal. You easily get clear behind that resistance, and as you continue taking breaths that are gentle and easy, you realize that resistance is just part of the journey. Resistance just comes with it, but resistance doesn't last forever. You start noticing like, hey, okay, I can do this. This is not so bad. You get familiar with that resistance, and instead of fighting it, you say, all right, let's work on this together. When I feel resistance, that just means that I'm getting closer towards the goal that I desire. And as you continue breathing, start thinking about that first step that you can take tonight towards that goal that you want. Not the whole piece of the pie, but that one step, whether it's just feeling in love with that goal, whether it's realizing that you can change your thoughts and get energy behind that, or just with this meditation. Being present in this meditation is already removing that resistance and giving you that step that you need to continue moving forward. As you continue breathing, just feel that tingle in your heartbeat. Feel that tingle in your breath. Feel that tingle in your body of feeling empowered and feeling powerful and knowing that you can conquer that goal of yours. That goal is within your alignment. That desire is divine. And you're able to do whatever it takes to get there. There's no fear. See yourself getting that guidance and that clarity, and know that all that you are responsible is not how the goal will happen, but you're taking steps toward realizing that goal. Feel that air getting lighter and stronger, and slowly come back to your body, to your heartbeat. Know that anytime this week, anytime you feel resistant, you feel blocked, you feel overwhelmed, you can come back to this moment. You can do this meditation and feel the feelings behind it to know that you got this. And this is just temporary, because nothing is permanent. Continue breathing and take one deep breath all the way in. Hold it up here for a second and exhale all the way out. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, gently open your eyes. Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the meditation. How are you feeling? Give me some hearts. Give me some emojis. Let me know how you're doing. So last thing I wanted to share with you is the crystal of the week. So this one I think I've brought back last week, but this is a black tourmaline. So for those of you that are new to crystals, check out my blog, stephanievershow.com, and all about crystals 101. But this crystal is, oh my gosh, such a powerhouse. This crystal's main job is to transmute, to recycle any lower energies that you have into lighter vibrations. So as you're working through goals, as you're experiencing resistance, this is such a powerful crystal to work and to have with you, because its sole purpose is to help you just, recycle those lower energies into lighter vibration. So this is a pretty big crystal, but you can get a smaller one. If you don't know where to get crystals, I love a place online. It's called Energy Muse. Has amazing crystals. It has great explanation of each crystal. If you live in New York City, you can go to Rockstar Crystals in the Flower District, and you can also go to a bookstore called Namaste at Union Square. They sell beautiful crystals. So if you're new to crystals, check out my blog. If you've been working with crystals, jump right in. They're a beautiful, powerful source that really its sole purpose is to be conduits of energy. So it pulls out anything that's sticky in your body and replaces it with positive, really good energy. So that was today's Zen Mondays. Again, my name is Stephanie. I am so glad you joined. If this was your first time, come back next week. I am on live every Monday at 7:30 on Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget, I am doing a freebie February. Every week, I am giving a 20-minute mini session to clear your energy. So this is something that I do with my coaching clients. This is something that I do as part of the services that I offer. But what we're gonna do in those 20 minutes is align your chakra. So we have 7 different energy sources within our bodies. So we're gonna align those chakras, remove any energy that is feeling heavy, that's weighing you down, and really replacing it with positive energy that feels good. So I'm giving it away. All you have to do is watch us on Mondays, comment on it, specifically on Facebook and Instagram. Just comment on it and sign up for my Revisit Your Zen weekly newsletters. I send them out every Wednesday, and they're like a short weekly Zen boost of tools and tips and just a recap of what I talked about on Monday. So if you do those 3 things, I will announce the winner every Sunday by 6 p.m. Eastern time. And let's have some fun. If you're joining in, my sister, I love you. And so good to see everybody. Thank you for joining. If you just joining in, just watch the replay. It'll be live on Instagram and Facebook on facebook.com/Stephanie Verse Show. Have an awesome week. Go kick some ass. And let's dance. Let's dance it out. I'm going to bring an old but a goodie in honor of my sister, REM. Shiny, happy people. Love you guys so much. Spread those vibes. You got this, my friends. Shiny, happy people. Love you guys so much.